Good afternoon, good evening, everyone, and welcome to tonight's online webinar. We are delighted to have you with us, and we appreciate you taking the time to join this professional learning session. So, before we begin, I'd like to go over a few quick guidelines to ensure a smooth and productive webinar. Please keep your microphones muted throughout the session to avoid any background noise. If you have any questions, please write them down. At the end of the session, we will have a Q&A part and you can ask your questions that time. You can share your thoughts in the chat box. The session is being recorded and materials will be shared afterwards. Please stay engaged, participate in the activities, and make the most of this learning experience. It's my pleasure to introduce our dear trainer for tonight, Mr. Ghazi Ali, a highly accomplished English teacher and IELTS trainer with over 23 years of experience across the UAE and international schools. Mr. Ghazi is recognized for creating dynamic, student-centered learning environments and has an impressive record of helping learners achieve outstanding results in English proficiency and examinations. He holds a CELTA certification, a professional diploma in teaching, and the UAE Educational Professional License. He has also trained teachers extensively, holding certifications such as Certified Master Trainer, Certified Professional Trainer, and IELTS Trained a Trainer from the British Council. Please join me in welcoming Mr. Ghazi. Mr. Ghazi, the floor is yours. Your mic is muted.
Thank you very much for your presentation, and I'm very proud to be in this group and presenting tonight and share with you some of the things that I have. As Ms. Fatma mentioned, this brief presentation about me, today I'm going to present effective formative assessment, tools and the strategies for today's teacher. As she said, my name is Ghazi Ali. I am an English teacher, and this is my email. And I'm also going to share with you at the end slide about my email. If you want this presentation, if you want more about this presentation, actually, I'm going to share it with you. Just give me an email. I will share everything with you. Let's start, please. These are the outlines. First of all, we are going to introduce our presentation with a definition of the formative assessment. After that, we are going to know some characteristics of a formative assessment, the main benefits of formative assessment strategies, and formative assessment tools. Let's start with this. Actually, I prepared this one for you just to try to describe, share this one. Have you seen this, the QR code? Is it mentioned with you? Can you see it, please?
No, I can't see a QR code here. I can see this slide, describe formative assessment with one word.
Okay, can you see now the cue card?
Yes.
Just write one word to describe the formative assessment, please. Share the cue card and write it. Write one word to be clear here, to be seen here. Yes. Feedback, necessary. Yeah, right. It's a feedback, it's necessary. During the term, brilliant, thank you very much. Your participation means that you are with me and you are engaging inside the point or the presentation. Just give one word about how to describe the formative assessment, or what does formative assessment mean to you? Instructional modification, yes, good. Because I want to go to the another slide. If you can just add continuous, brilliant. Thank you very much. You are right. It's continuous, informative. Yeah, improvement. Good. Yes, right. It helps us to improve the level of the student. No marks. Brilliant. Time is passing, actually. One more, and I'm going to go back to the presentation. Thank you very much for your presentation, because you know that time is as a sword. We can't stop waiting for measurement. Thank you very much, doctor. Thank you. Formative assessment means checking students' learning. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you very much for your presentation, for your participation, actually. Now I have this one, and I have these two pictures which type of assessment is the first picture? Which type? You can share your participation here by sending a message. Which type? The first picture. Yeah, the first picture, this one. Which type of assessment? Yes, please, Fatima.
Well, I think formative assessment is more similar to the first picture on the left, because as we can see, the person is trying to nurture the plant. So this is what we do during the term. We take care of students' learning. But on the right, we can see the person is looking at the result. That is what summative assessment does.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much for you, Ms. Fatma. Thank you very much, because this is the reality. During the formative assessment, actually, we are feeding, we are looking, we are checking, giving the students the things that they need, actually. But the second one, just come at the end and check the situation. Thank you very much. Thank you. Now, my second question, I want your participation. What is the difference between formative assessment and summative assessment? And I will be just for 1 minute or 2 minutes, no more than that. Please, Dr. Khaddam, can you please? The floor is yours. No voice or what? Hi, Mr. Muhammad. Am I audible to all of you?
Yes, very well.
Yeah, okay. So I need your participation. What's the difference between formative assessment and summative assessment?
Sorry, should I, sir?
Yeah, please, go on.
Thank you. Sir, in formative assessment, purpose to check progress and improve learning, and the summative assessment, purpose to measure that students have learned overall.
Thank you very much. Anyone else? Any participation? Formative assessment, monitoring progress, improvement. Okay. Aram, thank you very much. Yes, Nida. Yes, Nida.
Sir, formative assessment can be taken during the lecture to see where the student learning stands.
Okay.
And teacher can work in her lesson planning and the weak area of the student as well during the formative assessment, while summative assessment can be taken by the end of the unit.
Thank you very much. Thank you for your participation. I'm going to share with you the difference between this and that. Formative assessment, actually, formative assessment, these ongoing assessment help teachers adapt. And this is very important, adapt, modify teacher instruction to meet students' needs, requirements in the moment and in upcoming lessons. For example, we have quizzes, we have polls, we have homework, we have exit tickets, and many types of that. Summative assessment, these periodic, that means at the end of the term, at the end of chapter, okay, take place after a unit or instructional phase is complete. They show what students know at a given point in time and can help evaluate overall school success. For example, test and other type of at the end of term 1, for example, or final exams. Now, let's go to the definition of the formative assessment. And this definition is not one, there are many, there are a lot, numerous definitions, but this what I can see its complete definition. It is a plan, first of all, ongoing process. Why? For what? Used by all students and teachers. So both of us are used this one. For what? During learning and teaching, not at the end. Okay, to what? For what? To elicit and use evidence of a student's learning, to put our hands on the student's level, actually, to improve. For what? To improve student understanding of intending disciplinary learning ongoing, and also to motivate, to empower, to enhance student to become a self-directed learner. Then, when I read this definition, actually, I find these points. How it's a planned on ongoing process. Formative assessment is continuous, progressing at the time of lecture, during the class, is continuous and low stakes. Okay, teachers and students work together. We work together as a team, as a group, throughout the learning process, during the classroom, during the class. Tools and methods are used to meet students' strengths, interests, and needs. Not just the strength, not just learning, it's also interest and need. The goal, the objective is to help a student achieve challenging learning targets, goals. And also all students and teacher during learning and teaching. Formative assessment is collaborative, done with student, not to them, with them, not to them. And it happens during teaching and learning process. Also, we have a list and use evidence of students learning. How can I build my assessment? How can I build that I understand that my student understand my lecture or my class? It captures, it put the hands on the student to progress in learning time. It gives me evidence is used for immediate, urgent, on-spot, supportive decisions, not intended for grading, as you mentioned the first time. No marks, nothing. I just want to check the student's level for grading or placement process. Last thing in the definition, support to students to become self-directed learning. How is that? Students are active, participating in their own learning, promotes independence, agency, and engagement. Goal setting actually is a key strategy to develop self-direction. Now, the second point in my presentation are the characteristics of the formative assessment. And for everything, there are characteristics, there are traits that help us to understand the formative assessment. Number one, it is ongoing and continuous. It's ongoing during the classroom, embedded in teaching, integrated into daily classroom activity. We can use it daily and not separate from instruction. I can, as I'm going to show you, some strategies to use inside the classroom. Feedback driven. I can give the students immediate feedback about their progress. Also, it is a student-centered. Activities depend on the student. They have to do it. The teacher will be a facilitator, will be a guide, will be a monitor for them. So we have these four characteristics. Number one, it's, as I said, ongoing, continuous, embedded in teaching, feedback driven, and student-centered. I'm going to give me some of your ideas after finishing this. It's also adaptable. Yeah, I can change, I can modify my way. Information gathered is used immediately to adjust teaching strategies. As we said that there are no grades, no mark, not used for grades. We focus on growth, improvement, achievement of the student. Goal-oriented, as we mentioned that, it's also focused on the clear learning objectives. Collaborative, that the students will collaborate together in order to answer the questions, encourage peer or as a group work. Flexible in format, flexible. I can change it. Can include question, discussion, observation, exit ticket, quizzes, rubrics, and more. Equality focus, that all of the students work together at the same way, in the same level, but according to their levels. I can help close learning, addressing misunderstanding clearly. Is there anything? I think Mr. Muhammad Danish has raised his hands. Let's listen to him. Let's take his participation. Please go on, Mr. Muhammad. Yes, Mr. Danish, you want to talk about something?
Sir, welcome. You explaining very well. So I have a simple questions. that in our Pakistani system and our Balochistan, we take exam and after 3 months. After 3 months end, we take exam. So this is the exam, and we also announce the result. This is the formative or summative.
No, this is not summative. We said that it should be during the class, not after the class, at the end of the class.
No, after the session, I mean, after the 3
After
months.
the session, that means it's formative.
It's formative.
It's summative. I'm sorry, it's summative.
It's a summative. Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
when you finish your work, when you finish everything, we said it happens during the classroom, during your class, not
Okay.
at the end of the term or at the end of the semester or at the end of term.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much. Now let's go to the main benefit. What are the advantages of the formative assessment? Number one, it improves achievement. How it can improve the achievement? Who wants to tell us how it can improve the achievement? With just less than 1 minute, if you want to participate. How do you use formative assessment to improve your students' achievement? Any participation?
Yes, sir. It's very simple question. I think if a teacher going to teach in classroom, they skill the students that who is the best among of them, and give the test during classroom and make them participation as a group work, as you explained it very well. So after that, he can judge the who is better in among of them students. So this is the, I think, a big achievements of a teacher, of a student, to find out who is better.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Mr. Danish. Formative assessment has been shown to precede substantial gains in students' learning, with effective size around from 0.4 to 0.7 greater than most other interventions. It helps teachers catch misunderstandings early and tailor what instruction accordingly, can build his another or the second classroom. Number two, reduces achievement gap. How can I reduce the achievement gap? Lower achieving students benefit the most. You know that the classroom has levels. We have below, we have on, we have an above level, and we have talented, and we have gifted students, all of them. So how can I focus on the low achieving or low students? This type of formative assessment will focus on that. Will reduce the gap, as they receive timely feedback, on-spot feedback, they will gain a lot. And support before small issues become big problem. This promotion actually and inclusion. Mr. Muhammad Shaukat Hussein has raised his hand. He wants to add something. Please. Go
Yes,
on.
sir. If I nod my head in my class or smile for my student after getting the answer, so is it included in the assessment or summative or formative, something like this? If I nod my head or some affirmation through my body language, or like if I smile for my students on some questions, against some questions, or there any statement, is it the formative or is it under any assessment process?
Okay, thank you very much, Mr. Shaukat. Thank you very much. Post motivation. I motivate a student. I give them the chance. Okay, Mr. Khaddam, just give me 1 second to finish this one. I will give you that time to participate. A student feel more in control of cultural learning. They see assessments, as a tool for growing, a judgment with factors of growth, okay, and mindset, time for growth actually, and not judgment, which supports a growth mindset and increases motivation and engagement. motivations, and engagements. Yes, Mr. Khaddam? Khadim, or I think Khadim. Mr. Khadim Hussein.
Assalamu alaikum, sir. How are you?
Fine, thank you. Please go on.
I'm very happy to see you, sir. My question is that there's assessment between formative and summative. Okay, there's another type of assessment between formative and summative. So, can you tell me something about that type of assessment?
Again, please.
Sir, you have just mentioned the two types of assessment. One is the formative, and the other one is the summative. But there is a one type of assessment that is between the formative and summative. Can you please tell me something about that type of assessment?
Which type? Summative assessment? You mean type summative assessment?
Let me scaffold. He means there is another type of assessment, the third one, which is between summative and formative. Mr. Khaddam, would you please name that type of assessment? What is the third one you're talking about?
I think there's a third type of assessment that is known as a diagnostic assessment, and it is starting from formative and to the summative. Okay, the formative and summative assessment, definitely these are the two big domains which give us the complete picture, but the diagnostic assessment will tell us the weaknesses, strengths of the learner, where we need to focus as a teacher, as a trainer, because that will help us to properly diagnose, properly provide the content, the quality content of the each and every learner.
Thank you very much, Mr. Khadim. Yeah, the one that you talk about, this one happens at the beginning of the year, but I can't use it daily. For example, at the beginning of the year, when the student come to school to check their levels after the vacation, or to just check their levels after a long vacation. But this one will help me during my year, during the classroom, during the sessions, not at the beginning of the year. We know that, but you know that some improvements happened during the year. From day to day, the students' levels get better and better.
Sir,
But the one that you talk about, the diagnosis.
Yes, sir, agreed, because the formative and summative assessment is there. But during the learning process, sometimes different students, different learners have different issues, different problems. So where the teacher can play a role as a diagnostic, teacher can diagnose the needs of the learner, and according to the needs, they will play their role, okay, and they will provide the remedies in order to bring him or her to the mainstream of the learning.
I completely agree with you. You are completely right, mister. But we have other types of assessment. We have 6 types of assessment, actually. We have diagnostics. We have one way to think about it. We have another way to think about it. We have formative assessment. We have another way to think about it. We have summative assessment, and we have another. We have many types of assessment. This is one of type of them. The one that you talk about it, the diagnostic one, it's often pre-assessment, and it provide a snapshot of understanding useful to diagnose knowledge strengths and gaps to place or screen students. That's it. It's as I said, and it's at the beginning of the year or at the beginning of the term. Thank you very much for your participation.
Thank you.
We have also the fourth actually benefit or advantage: strengthens teaching. Teachers get continuous real-time feedback about what student understand. This allows for more responsive, targeted instruction and better planning. The fifth benefit actually builds better relationship between you and your students. Actually, ongoing assessment promotes dialogue between the teacher and the student. It will be open. It will be a very good relationship with them. And the last one actually fosters lifelong learning skills. Through repeated, actually, when I repeat self-assessment, goal setting, and revision, students develop self-regulations, a critical reflection, and persistence skills that go beyond schools. Now let's go deep for the strategies, formative assessment strategies. And there are many strategies, actually. There are a lot of strategies. Number one, it's responses card or whiteboard cards. What are these? I have many types of these cards. You can use 4 colors card like A, B, C, D. And when you ask multiple choice question, you ask the student to raise the correct letter for their multiple choices. Or you can write 2 papers with true and false for the student to raise their card if it's a true or false, or yes or no, agree or disagree. All these types are called response cards or whiteboard. You can ask the student to bring whiteboard and write their answers on there. And this let the student show understanding non-verbally. You will keep the student calm and quiet during the classroom. And also we have the second one, actually, which is called hand signals. Allow a quick non-verbal also checks for understanding. And there are, which is called fist to 5. Number 5, I completely understand. I can teach it. I can explain it to my colleagues. I mostly understand, can't show it. I understand partly well if I mention 3. And if I mention 2, I need more practice and examples. If I mention 1, I need help. If I mention 0, that I don't understand at all. And this will help the student, the shy student, to be with the teacher. The third strategy, give one and get one. I can give the student questions, or it's an active learning strategy where students share and collect ideas from a classmate. They move around, exchange one idea with each other. And this will build understanding, encourages collaboration, and keeps students engaging. And this will help the student to move inside the classroom, help the student to talk with each other, help the student to break the shyness between them, and they will feel happy to talk and use the language inside the classroom. And also the fourth one, it's called 4 corners. You can divide your answers in four parts of the room. For example, number 1, as here, you can divide the student in 4 corners. 1, 2, 3, 4. You put them in 4 parts of the student and give each group an activity to do it. This is number 1. Number 2, you can give them a multiple choices and put on the 4 corners, what corner, first corner, right corner, A, left corner, B, front corner, A, C, and D. And then you ask the student to share to the corner that the correct answer. Or we have agree, disagree, strongly agree, and strongly disagree. And you can ask the student to stand up when you give them an activity or give them prompts. If they agree, they have to go to the side of agree. If they don't agree, they have to go to the side that's agree. If they strongly, and they can move also, this will help the student to move inside the classroom and let them discuss why they agree, why they disagree, or why they strongly disagree or doesn't agree. And we have the 5th actually tool, or the 5th type of formative assessment strategy. It's called the trash kit ball. You can give the student a question to earn a chance to shoot a paper balls into a trash can from varying distance. For example, divide the question according to the level of the question, from easy to the most difficult one. Harder questions or farther shots earn more points. It is fun, high energy review game that builds motivation and teamwork. You can divide the question from level 1 to level 2, and the last one, the furthest one, will gain the highest mark, and the short and the one that which come close to the tall trash can will be the less mark. The 5th one, and it's very nice and active, it's beach ball question. You can take a ball, write questions, and throw the ball to the students. When they catch the ball, actually, he can read the question in front of his eyes. And then when he answers, he should go throw it to the second student. And in this way, we can create actually a wonderful and splendid classroom full of activities. The student will feel happy. And you know that there's a proverb said that the more you engage them, the more they will not engage you. Okay, you can't engage them in these activities to have a wonderful active classroom. And also we have a gallery walk activity, and this one also you can divide the student into 4 topics, 4 places, number 1, number 2, number 3, and put in each stage or in each position a topic and some questions to discuss. And when they finish this topic, go to the second gallery, and they can move around the classroom by answering. And this one will display their work around the classroom and walk around like museum visitors, peers observation, ask questions, and give feedback on each other's artifact. It encourages peer review, critical thinking, and meaningful discussion. The 6th one, it's called the Bloom's dice. You can divide your activity according to Bloom's activity: remember, understand, apply, analyze, evaluate, and creating. And as you see here, you can divide it in this way. You see this one? For example, it can be clear from here that remembering, where's the setting of the book or chapter? Okay, after that, retell the chapter in your own words. And they can use the dice, and they can throw it according. They can create this dice and they can play with this activity. It's very nice. It's very useful, and they will feel happy, and you can improve, and we can put that according to the level of the students. Number 7, it's pen wheel discussion. You can put your student into 4 groups, and 3 students, 3 students. In the middle here, as you see here, in the middle, the one who will represent the group, and the other 2 will support him, and they can move around, not just keep sitting. No, they can move around, like redactor, moderator, and facilitator. Each one will take a role, and they will move in their group. Representatives sit in the center while group members support from behind. This structured discussion builds critical thinking, questioning, and collaboration. That you can give them a topic to discuss this topic between them. And the others from the back, they can support them with ideas. They can give them ideas. They can give them support and help each other by discussion. And the 5th one, I have a question. Who has the answer? You divide between a student. You give someone a questions, and you give the others the answers. And you can let them search. The one who has the question, right? Read the question and answer. Who has the answer? The one who has the answer will stand and read the answer of the question. And here we build actually extra rules can be added for challenge, like limited words or avoiding keywords. It is a fast-paced, interactive way to review material, material. And we have also hot seat activity. Hot seat activity. What is this hot seat activity? You can put a student in the middle if you want to present, for example, vocabulary. You can put a student in the middle of the class, and you divide your students into groups, 2 groups, and let someone, you can write on the board the word, and you can ask the student who is sitting in the seat shouldn't see the word on the board. And then you ask the student to explain to him without giving him the word or anything about the word, just explaining to the word, let the student list the word that is written on the board. This is what type. Another type, you can ask them about the story, explain the story. Let him answer the questions by the student. Different colors or symbols can indicate it, question types or difficulty. It adds excitement and variety to formative assessment. Last but not the least, it's tic-tac-toe. Tic-tac-toe revision. You can divide your activity into nine tasks according to you, or you can do it according to the Bloom's taxonomy, according to the level, and ask the student to choose 3 activities to do it. Or you can use bingo. If they can do 3 up, 3 down, and they finish, they can say bingo. Or you can use board choice. There are 3 types of this one, this choice board, and you can ask the student. If they finish, they can say, yes, I have finished, and student choose 3 tasks from 3.3 multiply 3 grid,